So anyway, I flew here from Flagstaff because my manager doesn't own a globe. I flew here on a plane that big, like a pack of gum with 8 people in it, just. We took off from the Flagstaff Airport Hair Care and Tire Center there. We're traveling at half the speed of smell. We got passed by a kite. There was a goose behind us and the pilot was going, "Go around." We get halfway to Phoenix, we gotta go back. It's a 9-minute flight. Can't pull it off with this equipment. We had some engine trouble. We lost some oil pressure in one of the engines, and they told us about it over the speaker system of the plane, which was stupid because they could have just went, "Hey, we lost some oil pressure." Heard ya. It was weird. Everybody on the plane was nervous, but I'd been drinking since lunch, and I was like, "Take it down, I don't care." You ever had one of those days? It's something hard. I don't want to limp away from this wreck. The guy sitting next to me is losing his mind. Apparently, he had a lot to live for. He goes, "Hey man, hey man, if one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us?" "All the way to the scene of the crash." Which is pretty handy, because that's where we're headed. I bet we beat the paramedics there by a half hour.
Here's my Dr. Phil story. Every year, Doc and his family rent a yacht for 12 days in the Mediterranean, and that's their vacation. And it's the only way he can get away, you know, because he is the most famous person in America. He's the most recognizable face, 6'4", bald dome head, porn mustache. You can spot him from any fucking where. And because he seems so approachable on television, and he really is approachable, I mean, he's a sweetheart of a dude, but people are always, anytime he goes out in public, they're just, "Oh, what about this?" And that's fine at first, but eventually it will eat the skin off your fucking bones if you can't walk out of your house without somebody going, "Hey, my brother-in-law's all fucked up in the head, and I was wondering if you could just sit out for just a second. Come back here, asshole!" And that's exactly how it happens. I've seen it, and so that's what they do. Well, this summer, my wife and I went on vacation to France and Monaco, and I need a break too. Sometimes I do 140 cities a year. I do more dates than any other comic, more cities than any other comic working today, because I just love fucking doing it. And 20 minutes from now, nobody's gonna give a fuck about what I have to say. So. While they do, I believe I'll do a lot of shows. Hey. So we're in France and Monaco and having a great time, man. We're just I'm really in love with my wife. She's so talented. We have a fun life together, and we're there. And then one day the phone rings and it's Doc, and he goes, "Aren't you guys in Monaco?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "We're going to be in Monaco tomorrow. Why don't you come party on the yacht?" And I said, "Fuck yeah." Which is what you say if somebody says, "You want to come party on the yacht?" You go, "Fuck yeah." In fact, let's try it one time. You want to come party on the yacht? Fuck yeah. I don't have a yacht. Anyway. So I was like, "Yeah, fuck, this is great, man. We're excited." We were down there, we were staying at the Fairmont Hotel overlooking the little yacht harbor in Monaco. Very cool place. And we were down there looking at the yachts the day before, going, "Wouldn't it be cool if you knew somebody that had one of these things? You could just hop on it and fucking throw the fuck down." And it's everybody's yacht, man. This is yacht heaven. This is Steve Wynn's yacht, Prince Albert of Monaco's yacht. This is that Russian dude with the tiny giraffes. Anyway, they're coming in at 6:30 the next evening, so the next morning next afternoon we wake up and We go have this amazing lunch, and we're drinking this fucking great wine from France, probably. That'd be my guess if I had to guess, and I did have to guess. France. And we were just having a great day, sex, and just a fucking, and then we go down to the fucking harbor that evening at 6:30. Sure enough, Doc's backing in a 165-foot yacht. I'm not sure that's how they do it, but. Baby. So the only way to get on the yacht is to walk on this gangplank to get on the yacht. And I'm walking on the gangplank going, nobody's stopping me. And we get on the yacht, and there's our friends from California halfway around the world. Are you fucking kidding me? How much fun are we having? I'm hugging everybody. There's a bunch of people on the yacht. Anytime I'm hugging you and I'm in a strange place, what I'm really doing is looking over your shoulder trying to find a bar. That's why I'm turning you. And I see the bar, and right in the dead front center of the bar is a bottle of famous black grouse, which is a scotch I started drinking when I was in Scotland for the Open Championship at Turnberry. And you start looking at what the Scots drink, and that's what they drink. And I'm like, oh, fuck yes. And there they had a bottle of it on the fucking, it's kind of hard to find. And the bartender poured me a big old glass of whiskey, way bigger than this one. And I'm like, I'm in such a great mood. It tasted better than I'd ever tasted any fucking scotch ever. I'm like, oh, good Lord. What is that? That tastes like butter honey aged in Lindsay Lohan's pussy. It tasted so good, I decided to skip dinner and just have a couple more of them. I'm going to scare me up another one of these. That's one. How about one more? All right. I hadn't had a drink since lunch. I was fucking thirsty. I was going at it, you know. And Doc noticed I was really drinking hard, and he goes, boy, you're really drinking tonight, Ron. I said, yeah, Doc, some nights it just tastes like spring water. He goes, why don't you just drink spring water, Ron? I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. So this is going on for fucking hours. Now they really love Margo. They really love my wife, Margo. Margo's sung on Dr. Phil's show a few times, and they go everywhere to see her. And Margo's a 4.5 octave classically trained opera singer that sings rock and roll and jazz and whatever. She's been singing here for years. And Robin McGraw loves to goad my wife into singing, and my wife loves to be goaded into singing, so they make a great little fucking team. And so we're on the back of this yacht, and Robin goes, come on, Margo, sing for us. And Margo gets up. There's people on the back partying on all these yachts, and there's bars on the pier, people out there. And Margo gets up and she sings. They love jazz in France and Monaco. They have jazz clubs all over the place. And she gets up and she sings a jazz standard at full voice, which I don't get to hear her sing at full voice. She sings around the house, but not at full voice. And when she sings at full voice, it makes me cry. And oh no. And she finishes the first song at full voice, and people stand up on the back of all these yachts and start cheering. They go, yeah. And I'm like, oh, how cool is this, man? They really dig jazz. I forgot how much they dig jazz. She gets up and sings another song, fucking screaming. And then people are gathering up around the back of the boat. And by song 4, there's 400 people behind the boat listening to her sing. You could hear a pin drop, just like this, pin drop. And she's just killing it. And I have a little secret. I am fucking hammered, man. I am so drunk. I can't even believe it my fucking self how drunk I am. I'm like, Jesus Christ, whoa. And I'd get a drink and I'd take one little sip out of it and I'd talk to somebody, I'd look back and it's empty. I'm like, anybody else drinking out of this glass? Miscalculation. Anyway, she does, I don't know, 7 or 8 songs, and she goes, okay, guys, that's enough. And she sits down, and Doc goes, well, Ron, you want to do something? Now, I got to preface this with he's on vacation with his best friend and head lawyer and his wife, Mary Pat, and they're Baptists from Dallas, and they're a little fucking straight. And they're about to find out my secret. About 20 years ago, I was doing a bit that was so vile that I only did it for about a week, and I just quit doing it. I'm like, this is not the direction I want to take my crowds or my show. And I have no idea why I picked that night to dust her off and take her for a spin. Yachts are pulling up anchor on both sides of us as fast as they can pull them up. They're leaving the harbor so fast there's a surfable wake. There's a stampede of tiny giraffes diving off the pier, swimming towards the ocean and certain death. People are pulling their kids off the pier. I went, I don't think they hurt me. I'm going to do it again. Doc goes, that's enough out of you, Ron. And Margo's tapping me out. You ever been tapped out? Come on, baby. It's time to go. She's seen it. Come on, honey. Let's just go back to the hotel. It's time for us to go. Come on, baby. Baby, let's just go back to the hotel. Come on, Ron. And I speak fluent drunk. That means I don't know why you want to leave. I'm having a perfectly good time. Turns out there was a consensus. I'm like, okay, I'll leave. Now, the only way to get off the ship is to walk back off that gangplank, and at the end of the gangplank, there's an 18-inch drop-off, and my wife's in front of me, Margo's in front of me, and I get to the end of the gangplank, Doc goes, big step, Ron. I said, thanks, Doc, thinking I'd made a big step towards something. Fuck, I don't know. He's a big psychologist, not me. It's amazing how much speed you could pick up in 18 inches. It's nothing like falling over on the same level that you're already on. I slammed down to that fucking pier. I landed square on this elbow, dislocated this shoulder, put a 4-inch gash down the back of my arm, and I was so drunk I just bounced off that pier. Fade to black. I wake up the next morning with the shoe buddies. All I can do is lay there in bed and go, shoe buddy. I can't move my shoulder. Shoe buddy. My shirt stuck to my arm with blood and giraffe hair and whatever the fuck else you find on a pier. Shoe buddy. I have a wet Jolly Rancher in my armpit. Sour apple. Had to cut it out with a pair of scissors. You almost can't eat them after that. Shoe buddy. I slowly opened my aching fucking eyes. And there's Margo. What happened? got really drunk last night, Ron. What did I do? Well, you did the tits fucking Mamie Eisenhower story. Did Mary Pat laugh? Mary Pat left is what Mary Pat did. Shoot, buddy. You think they're going to invite us back over to party on the yacht today? Because I don't know what's going to happen now, Ron. I don't know. Walks out of the room, slams the door. And I just start berating myself. I'm like, why do you do that, Ron? Why do you get so drunk it ruins things for other people? Why can't you just drink like a regular goddamn person? Is that too much to ask? You have a wonderful son and a beautiful wife, a great career. Why don't you make some changes in your life that'll make a difference in the long run? And about then the phone rang and it was Doc and he goes, you guys gonna come party on the yacht? And I said, fuck yeah! St. Louis, they own 21 comedy clubs. And I was a prominent headliner for them in 1996 and making about $2,000 a week. And they would fly me to the gigs. And I wasn't paying my taxes, so it even felt like I was making more money than I was. And living pretty fucking good. And so the guy that owned that chain of clubs realized that I was working 42 weeks a year for him, so he didn't have to pay me that much money. Because what the fuck else would I do? Where am I going to go get those kind of gigs? I don't know. And so he cuts my pay from $2,000 an air to $1,500 and flat. And I told him to go eat a steaming bowl of fuck. Okay, cut to years later. Blue Collar Comedy Tour happens. We sell 10 million albums. I start touring. I play Radio City Music Hall. I'm just things I never even dreamed of. I'm from a little dirt town in Northwest Texas. And I'm on my tour bus. It's late at night, and I'm driving back to Atlanta. And Wednesday night, when I get back to Atlanta, where I have a house, and I'm going to be the auctioneer at this huge charity event in a tuxedo called the East Lake Foundation. And it's part of the end of the golf season with the East Lake course. And so that's my big charity of the year. So it's a big deal, and I do it every year. And I'm real fucking drunk in my bus, which happens we get what we call bus fucked up in that bus. And your only goal is to stay sober enough to make it to where your fucking bunk is. And I've barely done it. And underneath my bed on the bunk, there's a drawer that's refrigerated and I can get water. And I've just had a bunch of dental work done, and all these are crowns on the front of my teeth. And one of them had been loose and it had fallen off, and it was this one right here, that bad boy right there. And I stuck it back on with a piece of toilet paper in there, and it had been on there for quite a while. It stuck on, and it looked great. Look, my teeth look great. None of them are real. None of this shit's real. Not one fucking thing of this is real. And so I'm gulping down this water, drunk on my bus late at night, and the tooth comes off and I swallow it. And I understand the ramifications of this the second that it happens, because we live here too, and the dentist that did it's in Beverly Hills. That tooth cost $2,000 fucking dollars, and I need it for Wednesday night, and I know where it is. So I go onto the internet. What do you do if you swallow a tooth? Well, it says take laxatives, which I figured that was part of it, and shit in a trash can, and then mull around in the trash can until you find your tooth. Now, I literally have a 10th grade high school education. I didn't graduate from high school, didn't go to college, didn't do any of those things. But still, I thought, strainer. Shit in a strainer. Take the strainer over the sink and like you're panning for fucking gold. Just run water over the turd and let it dissolve, and whatever's left is left, but you're not gonna miss this fucking turd, right?
So I take everything. I'm doing these fucking liquid things. I'm doing everything because I got to get this tooth got to come out by Wednesday because I need it so fucking bad. And it's really going bad. And I take it. I'm eating a lot of food. I'm trying to shovel this stuff out. You want to hear the rest of the story? It's gross. I know it is. And I'm actually holding the strainer underneath my butt, shitting in it, trying to find this precious piece of porcelain. But then I find at the store this thing where it's a strainer, but it has these things that you can pull out and put it on a pot or a pot. And so now I'm fucking hooked up, right? So I can put this thing down, then put the lid down, and I don't have to hold this thing between my legs to shit my tooth into my fucking bucket, right? So now I'm way more high tech than I used to be. And it's day 2. And I'm like, oh my God, come on, Wednesday, come on. And I'm just so fucking sick of this. I've been sitting on these fucking commodes for 2 days. And I was so sick of it. And the only thing that kept me going was I started to pretending that was Nancy Grace's mouth. Because if you just thought, I'm just shitting in Nancy Grace's mouth, and you can keep going, you can keep going for a while. Day 3, nice turd, we catch in the strainer bucket, high tech, take it over, rinsing it off. Last chance for romance right here. My gig is in 4 hours, and there's the tooth. I found the fucking tooth, and I put it in the dishwasher. You think I was just gonna shove it back in my mouth? And we go down there, and the fucking gig was postponed to the next night. I was like, oh. Anyway, there's my story. Thanks.